Freedom Bike Tours, the #1 motorcycle tour company in Canada, is here in Moncton, New Brunswick. Ride Canada's Maritimes. And a big shout out to our rental partner here in the Maritimes region, Moncton, Harley Davidson. They're the only motorcycle rental outlet in Canada's Maritimes. Way to go, boys. Here we are, June 11th, day number 2, Ride Canada's Maritimes with Freedom Biker Tours. Rob and JD, and we're getting ready to head out for our actual first day of riding today. So Rob, what are we doing today?
Well, we're going to start with a very short hop. Go play with some lobster, because everyone loves lobster. And then we have lobster lunch. Then we're going to go across a really big bridge over to an island province, PEI, then into Charlottetown. So a nice easy day, going to a birthplace confederation, and a really long bridge.
And what are we doing with lobster tails? It's actually a little bit of a boat cruise we're doing, right?
Yeah.
And then we
get in the ocean, you got to get on a boat.
Don't we catch our own lobsters or something like that, or whatever? I think.
If you're asking for my luck as a fisherman, we're screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we're doing 14 and a half or 12 and a half kilometers? I always mix that up, but it's a long bridge, Confederation Bridge, over to Prince Edward Island, which is the birthplace of Canadian Confederation in Charlottetown.
Well, today's a bit of a local exploring Prince Edward Island, show some of the people from out of town, the red sand beaches, things like that, as well as Anna Green Gables, go through Cavendish. And we're also going to end up heading up a local PEI preserves for lunch. Once we leave the Rod Royalty here in Charlottetown, we'll get out on Trans-Canada and just mosey on out of town.
Trans-Canada Highway. It seems kind of weird talking about Trans-Canada Highway when we're, I'm from British Columbia. And so, I grew up for a while in Victoria. So now I can safely say that I have traversed the entire country. This Trans-Canada Highway, this is as far east as it goes.
Goes to Newfoundland.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I stand corrected. Today's day number 4 of Ride Canada's Maritimes. So over to Rob, talking about what we're doing today.
Well, first thing I'm going to do is work on your math. We actually got here 2 days ago. Yesterday was our ride around Prince Edward Island. Today we're leaving Prince Edward Island via the Northumberland ferries, heading over to Pictou. Then we're going to stay on coastal routes, go past Cape George Lighthouse, then over the Canso Causeway onto Cape Breton Island. As much as they would love to think they're their own province, they're not. They're part of Nova Scotia. We're going to go there because that's the home of the Cabot Trail. We're going to spend 2 nights in Bedeque on the Burdor Lakes.
Where are we? We're in Bedeque, Nova Scotia.
On the famous Cabot Trail.
We are going to ride the famous Cabot Trail today.
Some people are so excited they're trying to leave without us.
Right. And we have a special guest star with us today, Daniel Ross, the infamous Cabot Trail biker. Take it away, boys.
So today we're going to head out of here and go up to a place called Cape Smoky, which has got some nice viewpoints and some really nice corners that we were discussing earlier. They did some renovations to the last few years and still kept the corners in.
Yeah, Cape Smoky kept the serpentine section at the bottom, which was for no other reason but to spoil motorcyclists. It's really fun. I can't wait to enjoy it with all the guests here today. It's funny, just like these guys here, never did the Cabot Trail before. I'm from here. I never did the Cabot Trail as a young motorcyclist. I just never did. Got back into biking after having a few kids. Did the Cabot Trail once, and all day I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I was just blown away, and I was like, there's not enough talked about this special place. It's a real compliment when people say they enjoy riding in my backyard, and I just love it. I'm very passionate about it. I love motorcycling, and I love seeing people on vacation, and like you said, it makes people happier. It's good for the mind. It's awesome. Motorcycling is awesome.
It's throttle therapy. We're halfway. This is the halfway mark of the 10-day tour. So over to Rob.
So today we're leaving Bedeque and heading down to Halifax. We're going to take a leisurely scenic tour going through Sherbrooke, Nova Scotia, then down through Musquodoboit Harbor. If you want to look that up, it's hard to spell. And then we're just going to continue along the coast into the Halifax region, going down Barrington Street right up to the hotel. We're staying at the Hampton Inn by Hilton on Brunswick Street, just down from Scotiabank Center. And there'll be a nice 3 nights there as we really check out Halifax.
Yeah, doing a walking tour tomorrow with my friend Duncan at Tamac Tours, and dinner at the Old Triangle Irish Ale House or something like that, right?
They just call it the Old Triangle.
The Old Triangle, but it's an Irish pub on the waterfront in Halifax. And then on Tuesday, we're going down to Peggy's Cove in Lunenburg, and the tour continues. Ride Canada's Maritimes 2025. Just do it. So here we are in downtown Halifax. Yes, I know it's Halifax.
Just let you know.
Yeah, at the Hampton Inn by Hilton. It's day number 8 of Ride Canada's Maritimes 2025. So today we're heading off, and I'm going to hand it over to Rob, our road captain. He's going to talk about what we're doing today.
Today's going to be a great day ride out of Halifax. We're going to hit some pretty historic areas. We're going to start by leaving the Hampton Inn at downtown on Brunswick Street and head ourselves out through the Armdale Rotary, which is always entertaining to Haligonians. And then we're going to head up to Peggy's Cove, taking a nice, what the local riders call the Peggy's Cove Loop. And we're going to head out to Peggy's Cove, going to visit there. Then we're going to head on to Mahone Bay, which if you Google Mahone Bay, has very postcard style views. Then we're going to go on to Lunenburg for lunch, where people get the opportunity to potentially touch the Blue Nose too. You know, if you've seen a dime, you might have seen the Blue Nose.
Just getting organized, about ready to leave the Hampton Inn by Hilton, downtown Halifax. And where are we going today, Rob?
Back to New Brunswick, but we're going to take the scenic route to get there via a place called the Halls Harbor Lobster Pound. We're also going to stop at the Blomidon Lookoff, Bridgewater for gas, and then to Digby, famous for its scallops. The weather's looking pretty good. It's mostly foggy, but I'm sure there's sun above all that fog, which is typical for Halifax. But it's going to be a good day for a ride, and some of the back roads we have around here.
Ride Canada's Maritimes 2025 is going to be in the history books as of tomorrow. Just want to give a real big shout out to Moncton Harley Davidson here, the only motorcycle rental outlet in Canada's Maritimes. These guys do great work. They've got great models of bikes, first year, this year, or last year's model of bikes. They look after them. They give great service. They got great pricing here. I highly recommend them. That's who Freedom Biking Tours uses for rentals for Ride Canada's Maritimes. And you know what the really cool thing is about all this? Is that you can bring the bikes back dirty. So if you're thinking of doing a motorcycle tour vacation in Canada's Maritimes, check out Freedom Biker Tours, Ride Canada's Maritimes. Don't leave it in the garage. Just do it.